So it is the day after Christmas, and I'm already taking down some of the Christmas stuff. I'm not going to take down the tree, but I started taking down some of the stuff off this corner shelf. Down the Christmas decor. I'm working on the big tree in this little library slash office space, and what I like to do while I'm taking down my Christmas decor is really take inventory of what I used this year, what brought me joy for Christmas decor, what just was seamless and worked out really well in our spaces, and also take inventory of the things that maybe just took up more space and clutter than brought joy. And those things, if I haven't used them either in a couple years or I had it out this year and it just didn't really go with the rest of my decor. I like all my decor to be able to be interchanged between rooms. So like what I used for Christmas decor this year in one room, next year I might want to be able to use it in a different room. So I like my pieces to be very universal and can be used in any space. So if there's something that like I specifically have to have it in a certain place or a certain room, those things I'm mindful of. And if it's something that doesn't bring me joy and doesn't make me smile and doesn't make me happy to look at, then I'm just going to donate it. Or if it's a larger item, something worth maybe some more money, then you could always try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. But so far I have one shopping bag full of items, which is not a lot. Just a few things that I put out this year that they didn't really bring me joy. They just kind of took up space. If it's something that I didn't use this year, but I do really enjoy it, I might just put it away for the one season and bring it out again next year. But if it's an item that I have and I haven't used it in several years, or I've been putting it out but it doesn't bring me joy, rather than keeping it and letting it collect dust or kind of just clutter up my space, I'd rather just donate it or sell it or give it to a family member or friend for them to use, because why have things that you're not using and that don't spark joy? It's just taking up space. So today we are going to be making chicken noodle soup from scratch. We're going to finish up getting all the rest of the Christmas decor down and then doing a deep clean, and then we'll start decorating the new stuff. I thought this portion of the video would be a good time to talk about one of my goals for 2024. So in 2023, one of my big goals was learning how to make bread, specifically sourdough. So earlier in 2023 is when I started making a no-knead artisan loaf, and then I moved on to sourdough later into the year. And for 2024, I want to expand on my skills in the kitchen because I lack them very much. My husband makes all of our meals, so I want to start making from scratch items, and I decided to start a little early. So earlier in the fall I did make a beef stew, which came out really good, but it wasn't perfect. Definitely needed some tweaking. So that recipe I want to try again this winter. And then I also made chicken noodle soup from scratch, which was really great. So that's another thing that I just want to focus on in 2024, is just making more things from scratch and just building up those skills as I learn how to manage my home and take care of our spaces. Okay, so once I take down all of the Christmas decor, I like to have a completely blank slate to bring my other decor back into. So I like to do a deep clean, and today I dusted and I vacuumed, but I do need to go through and mop. but I took the shelf in my living room. I took every single thing off of it just so I had a complete blank slate to start with. And then I took everything off the mantle as well. They're very minimal right now, and so obviously I will take inventory and see if I want to add anything. The mantle needs some more help, but I need to go get a tub in the basement that has my greenery in it and fill that in. So I really focused today on the living room and then our office slash library room, and I actually started a project in there, so I'll show you guys that a little bit later. But yeah, just start with a blank canvas, do a deep clean. It'll help you feel great going into the new year and just feel refreshed and decluttered, which is really, really good. For another goal that I have is to learn how to sew. So this is one that I'm very excited about. My dream is to be able to make a quilt. So that is my big goal for 2024, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to accomplish that. I'd love to be able to find like vintage and antique quilts that I can also use to make other things. For example, this year I saw a ton of like quilted stockings that I love and think are beautiful. So I'd love to find at the thrift store and antique shops some vintage quilts that maybe aren't in the best shape, but that I can use some of the material to make stockings. I think that would be really fun. And then I also do want to just learn how to quilt. Essentially trying to find a hutch to put in here where I can have open shelves and display things and also store things in the cabinets below. That is my dream. And so I just want this really beautiful moody wallpaper to peek through. My next plan after I finish this wallpaper is to also paint the trim in this room. I want to paint it green, a dark green. So I'm really excited for that, and updates will be coming with that as well. But I hope you guys have a great end to your 2023, and I hope you are hopeful for 2024. I'm excited for all that's to come, and I pray that you guys have a great rest of your year and a happy new year as well.